Welcome back. More weird and creepy TikToks. Let's do it. I did not know that was possible. That's fascinating.
Sphinx at some point in its history was exposed to more than 1,000 years of extremely heavy rainfall. Looking at the erosion patterns, you can see these deep vertical fissures and the kind of scalloped rounded profile, and that is classic rainfall-induced weathering. And the bottom line is such rains do not fall in the Giza Plateau today. They did not fall in the Giza Plateau 5,000 years ago, but they did fall on the Giza Plateau if you go back 12,000 years. That was the time when the Sahara Desert was green.
A Space Force craft, similar to a space shuttle, just mysteriously landed after a 434-day mission out there in space. And basically, nobody even knew it was happening until it landed. So the Space Force people are saying, hey, we can't tell you anything that happened in this mission, but we can tell you the name of the ship or spacecraft. It's an X-37B. Oh, that helps a lot, knowing the code name. Here's a picture of the thing after it landed at Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. And it does look a lot like a space shuttle. But what was it doing if it was up there, rotating around the Earth for over 400 days? And by the way,
what fuel?
If this Space Force thing was up there that long, they couldn't have picked up these lost astronaut bastards.
Good point.
I'm sure they would have appreciated the ride home. Well, since nobody involved will tell what they were doing up there, it's just a guess, but maybe they were looking into some of these shenanigans. Then again, who knows? Maybe they were just up there avoiding their families for over a year. Could be. Okay, I just wanted to share this with you. Shabadoo Booskies! Shabadoo!
I don't give a fuck about the people that's lost in the system. I care about the people that's trying to wake up. So the people that's lost, fuck them, let them stay lost, because we need them to stay lost in order for some to wake up. Because for those that's woke, they won't understand if they look at those that sleep, that's running around in that little cycle, right? All they do is celebrate birthdays, holidays, Christmas, go to work, get a job, come home, and die. That's what I'm on. That's their life. So anybody think that's a good life to live, let them live that life and die, come back in a new body. You don't give a fuck about them. Right? But for those that's at home thinking like this can't be right, but just don't know how to make it all right, they should talk to me. I got some help for them. I came with a sword like Jesus. I'm not pushing no peace, gang. I'm in a spiritual war. I'm fighting the devil. I didn't come to play. I didn't come for no peace. Nigga locked me in prison. Ain't no motherfucking peace, gang. I'm locked in this body. Ain't no peace. Stop playing on me. If a nigga stupid enough to get controlled, let him be controlled then. Stop playing on me. Let him die. Let him come back in a new body. I don't give a fuck about them, gang. Listen, gang, the people in power should be in power, and the people that's down should be down. Fuck them, let them stay down, right? Listen, I'm not Martin Luther King. I didn't come here for that, right? I came here for the people that want to go. If you don't want to get on my ship, stay in the water then, drown, bitch. Yeah, I ain't pushing no peace, gang, J-Man. Jesus said, sell your house and get a sword, gang. He said, gang, we going to war, gang. He said, get a sword. Stop playing on me. Yeah, I got a sword.
That's a ruthless way of looking at it, but I see his point. You are supposed to try and help people you love, but if they don't want to listen, what'd you do?
Damn it, I went down this freaking cemetery rabbit hole. Shit. It done blew my mind. Got me thinking why 330 million people that live in here in America. And there's only 144,000 cemeteries in America, which on average is 2,400 dead people per cemetery if everybody in America was die at once. You telling me this nation been going for 250 years and we still got room in cemeteries and there's not new cemeteries ever being built? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Man, I've said this so many times, and then this KFC advert, all this kind of stuff, it all connects. I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me.
Vaccines are really the one thing we have looked at as causing autism.
I agree with you. That is completely bogus. That is such a bogus statement. How many vaccines have they looked at in these studies? How many? What's the answer? It's 2. How many ingredients have they studied of 35? What's the answer? It's 1. You've looked at 2 of 36 shots and 1 of 35 vaccines, and you're going to stand on the stage and say that vaccines and autism are unrelated? It is the most bogus tobacco science. It's a smokescreen. Anybody who takes the time to read it would agree. I'm so sick of doctors who don't read the studies, who don't know the details sitting here telling parents and reassuring them that vaccines don't cause autism. It is irresponsible.
And this is the biggest problem and the reason that doctors in this country are frustrated.
Read the
because,
science.
listen, all you're doing is you're antagonizing a medical community that wants to help these kids.
You haven't done the research.
You're antagonizing me. You're antagonizing Dr. Sears. Why would you do that? This show is all about
my son was.
Okay, okay, everyone wants to blame someone. Yes, this is what we're trying to figure out here is how to help kids. But all you do when you yell at me on my stage, all you do is anger me.
I'm sorry
and
to
make me
but you didn't know the details.
I asked you to defend your stance, and all you did was attack me.
This frustrates me so much. This guy brings in facts and he victimizes himself and then suggests he's being attacked. Also, why the hell is this guy wearing scrubs on his show? If he's an actual doctor, he'd be wearing some normal clothes. He's not in practice right now, whatever you want to call it. This is surely some sort of paid actor. I don't know what show it is.
There's something about Elon Musk. I think it was at the inauguration. Mm-hmm. He was standing behind Trump and he was channeling. I saw it. I don't know who saw it. And people were talking about how he was acting weird. But I've experienced this personally, so I can say that that's what I saw. Mm-hmm. This energy came into him and he was looking all around the room. It was like he was another being that was coming through and seeing what's going on. I mean, I definitely believe that he has assistance with his technology.
I mean, anyone at that level, I feel like has some sort of influence or assistance, right?
Yes.
There's just no way you get to that level.
I agree.
Without it.
100%. Isn't it interesting?
Yeah.
When you look at Elon, what do you see? Do you see
I see an alien.
I see an alien.
Yeah,
I've always seen
100%.
a freaking alien. He's a freaking alien.
Yeah. The way he acts and talks.
Yeah, like he doesn't care what anybody thinks. He is just there for the ride, baby.
Yeah. Like even when he expresses emotion, it seems fake. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem human.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's so smart. It's just a different level, right? Mm-hmm. Shout out to him, though. He's changing the world. We'll see how it ends up.
I mean, we've all seen this by now. I thought he's just on something. But maybe he was channeling. Maybe he's an alien. What do you guys think?
Mate, we got some weird footage coming out of New York, right? Of a strange jellyfish, squid,
another jellyfish
thing flying through the sky, right? I even hit my microphone here. Look at this thing. It's like flashing all sorts of crazy colors, like blues. That is not regulated, bro. Look at the state of that, right? I've tried to enhance the footage because the original one was quite pants, right? But we can still kind of get a gauge of what's going on here. Look at this thing. What the hell is that, man? And in the past week, we've had a few weird sightings of strange things happening in and around New York. And then it disappears into the clouds. And then the guy on the clip as well, like, kind of freaks out about it. I'll leave a link down below. And then there's a second sighting. Here's a second piece of footage. Look at the state.
Dude, that looks like a jellyfish.
What is that? What is that? It looks like smoke, wispiness. It did look like the octopus kite thing, but nah, bro. This is not a kite this time, man. I'm gobsmacked, bro.
Wow.
You guys let me know what you think.
They're finding glass in the middle of the Sahara Desert when they dig. Molten glass could only have come from an atomic explosion. So a civilization that no longer is here destroyed themselves. We're in the fifth civilization right now. We've had 4 other previous ones that we think we know of. And they're finding this glass substance in the middle of the Sahara. Well, you can imagine when an atomic explosion with the heat and pressure, sand, the silica, forms glass under heat and pressure. So they've got these glass shards, some of them big, digging them up 20, 30 feet below the sand in the Sahara.
Can that happen naturally? Does anyone know? Like maybe that's a regular thing. I've not seen it myself, but maybe the desert's different. If not, surely that's irrefutable evidence of a lost civilization that we don't know about.
1, 2, 3, take it up space!
Why did she have the flower? I was wondering that. And why the hell are they filming themselves that we don't know what they look like? Get that camera out the window.
Wow.
I want to see outside. I didn't see none of that.
Bro, what the hell is going on in France right now? The reports are saying that over the past few nights, in prisons across the country, they were hit by what officials are calling coordinated attacks. And we're talking like automatic weapons being fired at these prisons. They've got pictures of bullet holes in walls and glass doors. They're blowing up cars and even threatening prison officers at their home. And this is not just like one or two. These are prisons throughout the country in several different cities. The attackers apparently left behind the tag DDPF, and so now that's got France's anti-terror office in on the investigation. Now, the wildest part about this is that authorities believe that these are intimidation attempts, these attacks, and apparently they're in response to a recent government crackdown on what officials are calling a tsunami of cocaine entering France right now. But gangs, well, what we believe to be gangs, retaliating like this, that's like some cartel level stuff.
Don't fuck with the cartel.
Before I fall to the system, I'm gonna try and do good with my gifting and pray to the Lord for some wisdom. Pray, hopefully someone will listen. Amen.